Hello, my dear subscribers. My soul is grieving and mourning deep inside. Why? Because this world is so cruel. How can I ever truly be happy in it? I heard that just a few days ago there was a transgender woman who went into a Christian private school in America and killed, shot dead children and teachers just because they were Christians. She hated them, she hated Christ, and she hated the truth. And now my heart is grieving for the parents who lost their sweet little children and will never see them again in this lifetime. I also heard that they found an abortionist choking a baby to death after the abortion procedure went sideways. There is murder everywhere. 73 million children are murdered happily by their mothers every year that passes by. My heart is broken. Evil has spread out so much in this world, and it is so accepted in today's society. They should be ashamed, and yet they are so proud of the evil things they do. The world was always this corrupt, but today people are very proud of doing such shameful things. It was predicted that such things would happen in the last days, just before Jesus comes back to earth. It is written in Romans 1:24-32. So God abandoned them to do whatever shameful things their heart desired. As a result, they did vile and degrading things with each other's bodies. They traded the truth about God for a lie. And that is why God abandoned them to their shameful desires. Since they thought it foolish to acknowledge God, He abandoned them to their foolish thinking and them to do things that should never be done. They know God's justice requires that those who do these things deserve to die, yet they do them anyway. And worse yet, they encourage others to do them too. And in Revelation 22 verse 11 it says, "Those who are good, let them become better, and those who are evil, more evil." Now, they teach 4-year-old children sexually deprived things at school, in kindergarten. And in America, the churches are led by the most disgusting people. And the same goes on in Europe, in the Catholic churches, and even here in Cyprus. God sees all the evil, all these babies being torn apart in the womb, all these innocent children being shot dead at schools, all these shameful, prideful people, all these families breaking apart, much like mine. He sees the love in people's hearts fading away. He sees all the self-centeredness and cheating that goes on and is accepted in society. And his heart is so grieved. It's broken. And his anger is rising. His wrath is about to leash out. He is in so much pain, mourning and suffering because of all this evil. People blame God when devastating things happen to them, and these things will happen more and more. But He is not to be blamed. We are. My heart is breaking, not only because of the problems and pains that I daily face, but it's so heavy because all the evil around us is overwhelming. Sometimes I feel that I cannot take it anymore. I hope that God will help me keep myself pure and faithful in this mad and dirty world. May He give me enough strength to go on, just like He strengthened Jesus just before He died, so He can sacrifice Himself for mankind. And he also strengthened the apostles and the prophets who were going through much persecution and suffering in order to help us repent and make us more into God's image. We shouldn't give up on humanity despite all the things that we are seeing now, because God didn't give up on us either. Since God loved us when we were still sinners, and he served us when he came and lived here among us, we should do just like he did. That is written in Romans 5 verse 8. Let's try to be loving to everyone and to serve others with love and pure intentions, just like Jesus showed us. And may the Lord give me hope and courage to not give up. I'm sorry for this depressing message, but I encourage you to hold on to Christ, to hold on to the truth, the Bible, to hold on to love and purity and righteousness. May you stay faithful until the very end, until he comes back and imposes God's will here on earth as it is done in heaven. For the one who remains faithful until the end will be saved. That's written in Matthew 24 verse 13. Let me show you how it looks around here.